Hi, hello, welcome to Cat-astrophic Games.
I'm so glad you remembered, because my brain was not going to go there.
I'm not gonna lie, for a second, I almost didn't get that right.
Proud of you, proud of you.
All that matters is I did.
Yes.
I don't know if we've been introducing ourselves on these episodes, but I'm Kaylee.
And I'm Laura. You haven't figured that out?
I assume you listen to the main episodes. If not, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you not? Like, what?
It's basically the same thing.
Essentially, except I feel like these are a bit more structured in a way because we're also trying to keep to a time frame.
That's true.
Because
the first episode that was an hour and a half, we were like, we
the
can't
first
do that.
two were like an hour and a half, and editor Kaylee was not happy about it. I'm going through it. I'm just like, Laura, I can't do this. Laura, 40 minutes of dead space I had to listen to and cut out. Laura, we have to stick to it. We have to keep it shorter. So that's what we're trying to do. So today we are doing 2 truths, 1 lie. We each prepared 3 sets of 2 truths and 1 lie to share with each other. We'll just kind of do it like we usually do, where one starts and then we'll kind of like bounce back and forth between each other. Figure that'll be easy. We've only got 3 each to get through. We both kind of struggled with this a bit because we talk a lot to each other. We've known each other for 5 years now. And
Like
we've been talking at least once a week.
For those numbers.
Maybe once every other week for those 5 years. So, we kind of don't know what we've told each other, what we have and haven't told each other. So, fingers crossed this goes well and that we struggle on at least 1 or 2 of each other's little
Maybe.
truths and lies.
It'll
We'll
be
see
good.
what
It'll
happens.
be good.
We'll see what happens. So, Laura, do you want to go first? Do you want to share yours first,
Sure,
or do you?
That's fine. Are we just going to go one back and forth?
Yeah, I figured you can share one of your 2 truths and a lie, and then it can be my turn, and then your turn, then my turn, then your turn, then my turn.
Sounds good to me.
Perfect. Then, what are your 2 truths and 1 lie, Laura?
For my first one, I named these 2 truths and 1 lie, unhinged as a kid.
I didn't even name mine. I just went first,
That's
second,
okay.
third.
That's okay. I just my brain was all over the place because I just started writing down truths and lies, and then I would just
I was blanking so hard. Okay, one thing you've got to
I'm
understand.
just wild over here.
I've blocked out a lot of things from my childhood because of a lot of trauma in my childhood. Well, even my husband can attest. He's been learning a lot about the trauma I've experienced as a child. There's a reason I've blocked out my childhood. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, what do I say? What do I do?
What was childhood like?
I figured it out, don't worry. Yeah, because we went with things from closer to our childhood because we've shared much of our adult life, I feel like, with each other at this point.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like we've lived much of our adult life with each other.
I know, 5 years. We've literally
Oh.
spent 5 years together doing this
Yeah.
shit. So, yeah. But hit me with your
So
first
we're
set. I'm excited. Let's go.
Okay.
Unhinged. Let's go.
Unhinged as a kid. In high school, me and my best friend at the time drew a giant, colorful dildo in the chorus classroom. I flashed some guy as a deal so he wouldn't call the cops on my friend and I for drawing dicks on literally everything with chalk that we found on our walk.
I see the theme.
Apparently I was just real into dicks growing up.
Yeah. The theme is drawing dicks on things so far. All right. What's the
That's
next
what I
one?
named it. I walked home from school a lot and would often go and pet this person's horse, and then I would climb up into their barn and read my book in the hay. I wouldn't even ask or didn't even know them.
Wow, that last one's really
Not dick related.
not dick related, but so specific that part of me wants to be like, nah. BS. Laura just went up into someone's barn without permission. Because I know you very well at this point that I'm like, you just went on someone's property and climbed up into their barn and just sat there and read. But then there's like this part of me that's like, but what if she really did do that?
Can you figure yourself out?
No, they can't figure themselves out. It's back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah.
Alright, read me the first one again.
I'm so glad I wrote these down.
Same.
In high school, me and my best friend at the time drew a giant, colorful dildo in the chorus room classroom.
Okay, and then the other one was that you flashed a dude to not call the cops because you drew dicks on everything.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you really got me stumped on this first one. I totally believe that you did the first two. I totally believe that you did the first two. But I want to call the second one the lie.
Can you give me a reason?
I just don't know if I see you being the person to flash the guy.
Hmm.
I just don't know if I can see you being like, I'll flash you my tits so you don't call the cops.
You need a final answer.
You've really got me stumped on those last two. On those last two. Ah, fuck. I want to call the second one a lie. Sure.
The second one is a lie.
Ah, yeah, I knew it!
Because we actually did do all of that, but fuck those people. We're just gonna run away.
I'm like, because like I got so stuck on the part of like you flashed someone to like get away with it.
I probably would have.
I
if
think
I'm being honest.
you probably would have if
really truly, or just in a certain mood. If I was having a real ballsy day.
Yeah.
Some days I'm a little bit more timid and shy or whatever. I don't want to talk to people. And other days I'm like, you can go fuck yourself. Look at my tits. So.
I just had this feeling, because, like, the third one was just so specific, too, that I'm like, okay, like, really, I can't see nowadays Laura being willing to just go onto somebody's property, crawl up into their barn and read. But I'm like, this is younger Laura, and...
Yeah, my kid brain was like, I'm a child.
Exactly. So I'm like, that seems more feasible than her flashing her tits to get away. She would just run.
Yeah. We're just
like, why would you just not run away? Like,
just because I made your driveway into a giant dick doesn't mean I can't run away from you.
That's so funny. I love that so much. Okay. Alright.
Good job. Good job.
Thanks. I'm really proud of that. Mine feels so lame compared to yours.
Oh, they're not all like that.
So
that was
fun.
just my
okay. Alright, so this is the one where it's going to be a little confusing. I pierced my nose twice with a sewing needle in middle school and high school.
Okay.
Which I do have my nose pierced twice right now, currently. So forget about that. Don't think about current day Kaylee with the nose rings. Just think about high school, middle school Kaylee. Next one. I got my clit pierced at 19.
You know, if I'm being honest, I've always wondered about that. With all your piercings over here.
And the last one is I got my tongue pierced at 16.
That one's so fucking true.
At a piercing shop without my mom's permission.
That one is totally true because we just told Jeremy that.
Ah, fuck! I knew it! I was like, shit, yeah. I think I've told her that one.
I knew that one even before the Jeremy
I couldn't remember if I had told you that one, but I was like, I don't know. I can't think of something else, like, to go with it. But, alright, so that means you've got to figure out the other two of which ones of those are, like, true or not. I pierced my nose twice with a sewing needle in middle school and high school.
I want to say that one's true, and the only reason I want to say the second one is not true is just because you don't have your nipples pierced for a certain reason.
No, not for any reason. There's actually no reason for me to not. I just haven't done it.
I thought you had told me that a certain someone wasn't a huge woohoo fan of it.
Actually, he's coming around to it. He's actually
Oh,
coming
hot
around
damn!
to it. He's actually coming around to it. He's coming around to it.
Whoa.
So. Well, that's why I didn't do nipples, because you would know, because we've talked about the fact that it's really only because of him. But yeah, like, I mean, he wouldn't care if I went and did it. Like, he can't stop me. But yeah, yeah. So what are you locking in on?
Because now you got me confused. It's just you have so many piercings.
I do, and that's why I knew that this could possibly stump you, is because I have so many. And I haven't told you about all of my piercings.
What more could you have aside from the clip piercing that you haven't told me about?
A lot.
What do you mean? I feel like many of them are...
It'd probably be mostly ear piercings that you wouldn't know about, but
well, yeah,
I think you know about most of those. I don't know. Do you know about all of my piercings?
I don't know.
Because I've had ones that I don't have anymore, too.
Right, but I mean, I'm just saying in terms of right now. I feel like I know all of them except for possibly your clitoris, because the girl hasn't been there. But like,
girl hasn't been there. Oh god, I love that so much. All right, lock it in.
I am gonna say number 2, just because I know you were wild and crazy in high school and loved to just stab yourself for fun. So.
She's not wrong.
Yeah,
she's not wrong. You are correct. You are correct.
Yay!
So I dropped the ball on that one because of the tongue one. I knew I should have done something else. I knew I should have done something else. I just couldn't think of something else.
That's
I really struggled with this. Oh gosh. All right, what's your next one?
My number.
What do you got, Laura? What do you got for us?
My next one is called First Job Shenanigans. And this was the job where I worked at a residential and group home, just for context. I had a coworker put one dread in my hair, which I had for a year or so. When one of the kids were starting to get upset, I would start dramatically singing a song in hopes that it would de-escalate them via confusion. While cleaning out the donations closet, my friend and I found jeans and a shirt that were 5X, and we ended up putting them on, both of us, and we walked around the unit this way.
I can see you doing all of these things. Especially that last one. Fuck.
Sorry, I got a little bit of a wedgie. Ugh, we're good now.
What was the first one again?
I had a coworker put one dread in my hair, which I had for a year or so.
You would do all of these things.
I tried to really stump you.
I'm gonna go with the dread.
So final answer.
Sure.
That is incorrect. I actually did do that.
I had a feeling.
I didn't take care of it, and it actually became a joke because I called it my little turd. Because it didn't necessarily look like a dread after a while because I didn't take care of it. So it was just it was a mess. Eventually just cut it off because I didn't like it anymore because it was my little turd.
That's fair.
Anyways, but it's just because like the coworker that put it in said that it was going to be very hard to dread my hair because I got white girl hair, and I was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, because like I would have a better chance.
Yeah, you would.
Because of my hair type. I still have white girl hair, but I still have coarse curly hair, so my hair would be able to hold it better than yours would, but I would still have to make sure I stayed on top of it as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I knew nothing, so.
I know. I told Nick when I grow my hair long again, I want to get dreads. I'm gonna dread my hair.
I think that would look really cool.
I want to do it at least once in my life.
For you. Are you gonna do like little ones or like big ones?
Probably like little ones. I like the look of like little ones. better.
Yeah, me too.
Especially like when you wear them up and stuff. Like, I think they look
Yeah,
really
and they
cool.
just look easier to pull up.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But the lie was singing dramatically to the children.
I almost went with that one. I almost went with that one.
Because I did do some wild shit just to make them.
Well,
be
I
like,
remember you telling me that you would do
Yeah.
whatever, like, you'd do random shit to, like, kind of throw confusion at them and shit. And that's why I'm like, I could totally see her doing that.
Yeah.
Should have gone with my gut. Oh well.
You should.
Oh well.
That
All
happens. It's okay. I'm
All
actually
right.
surprised you didn't know about the dread because
No, you've never told me that one.
a year before I met you or something.
Yeah, you never told me about that one.
So I was risking that one when I put it down. I was unsure.
Yeah. No, I didn't know about the dread. I didn't know about the dread.
That's okay.
That's why I was like, I don't know, because
It
she
was a
never
poor
told
choice.
me about it. So I'm
It
like,
was a poor choice, okay? I don't talk
and
about
that's
it.
probably why you never told me about it, and I totally get that. Totally get that. All right.
I'm just telling secrets over here.
All right, this one's just, I just came up with some random things. All right, I hate roller coasters. Don't know if I've talked about roller coaster feelings with you at all ever, so I...
No. I fucking hate roller coasters, but I don't see that with you. But continue.
I love cotton candy.
Who fucking doesn't? Continue.
Who fucking doesn't? She said. And I hate mint. What's the truths and the lie?
I would understand the hate for mint. I would not understand the dislike for cotton candy. So, those have to be the way it is. It's rude. However, I hate roller coasters because my body doesn't like roller coasters. I just am too
These are fair
loosey-goosey.
feelings.
So
Fair
I just
feelings.
whipped around. I got no head control.
That's
Alright.
Yeah.
And then I got like the feeling where if you stand up too fast, you kind of like get a little spotty and maybe even start to pass out a little bit.
Ooh,
But on
wow,
roller
rough.
coasters- But on roller coasters, it's like 10 times worse, and I just like pass out, and I can hear everything, but I can't see anything, and I have no control of my body, and I'm just getting whipped everywhere.
Bitch. Jesus Christ.
So therefore, but I used to go on them because my brother used to really
God
want me to go on
damn.
them.
I didn't
He was
realize you
really
had so much
Oh,
trauma
yeah,
around
bitch.
roller coasters.
if I didn't get on a roller coaster and I was me and my brother and my cousins that were all boys, and I was like, I'm no bitch, I'm doing it. Anyways,
She has a lot of
But
trauma around roller
I
coasters,
do.
apparently.
I can't do that, but I can see you liking roller coasters. Just your vibe gives me coaster girl. alright?
Coaster girl. That's so funny. Your vibe gives me coaster girl.
That could be a double whammy if that's not true.
What is it,
So-
Laura? What are you locking in on? What's the lie?
Fuck you. I'm gonna say the roller coasters is the lie.
You're gonna say that I don't hate roller coasters? That's your final one?
Yeah, I don't feel very confident in it, but I'll do it.
That was incorrect. I fucking hate roller coasters. I have been on a few and I absolutely fucking hate it. I do not like roller coasters. Do not like roller coasters.
Very shocking.
And I absolutely hate mint.
So you fucking.
And I absolutely hate cotton candy.
Give me reasons.
I just don't care for it. I just don't care for the flavor and stuff sometimes. It's more cotton candy
Such a
flavored
cool
things.
Texture.
It's more cotton candy flavored things that I don't care
I can
for as
kind
much.
of get that.
But I have to be in the right mood for cotton candy. I don't know. It's I don't know. There's just something about it sometimes that like I just don't like it. I just don't like it. And I can't explain it. I can't explain to you why I don't like it. I just have a visceral reaction to the touch of it on my fingers. And
I love
like,
the texture of it, so I think that's why I like it. So you just
yeah,
don't.
I don't like the texture of it at all. And I'm a big texture person, and I do not like the texture of cotton candy at all. I knew if I put in that I love cotton candy that it would really throw you off because most people really love cotton candy.
Yeah, that's rude.
But you're talking to the girl that doesn't even like bacon. So, and I don't like Pringles. I don't like a lot of things most people like. Remember, I named a whole episode,
Pringles.
I hate Pringles.
It's
I also
true.
hate
You don't like
bacon.
Bacon?
And I also hate cotton candy. I don't like cotton candy. I don't hate cotton candy. I just don't
Bacon?
like it. I fucking hate bacon. It's
Even the vegetarian is surprised, ma'am, because bacon is delicious. If
don't care
cooked
for it.
properly.
See, that's the thing. Nobody ever cooks it properly to the way I've ever liked it. I've never liked it.
It's just drown it in syrup and it's delicious.
Even then, I still don't like it. For me, if bacon is even just in or on something, even lightly, it ruins it. It's just too powerful of a flavor. I think it just overdoes everything it's ever in and on, and it's just too overpowering, and I just don't like it. I'm here to start controversies. So, in case you guys haven't noticed, I really like getting people riled up with that. I don't like this.
I don't like things.
I can't wait for your friend, what's her name again? That comments on all of our stuff.
Destiny.
Destiny. I can't wait for Destiny to hear this. And to be like, Kaylee, are you fucking kidding me right now? First Pringles, now bacon and cotton candy? Are you fucking kidding me?
I wonder if she'll agree with any of them, you know?
Probably not. She's gonna fucking be like, are you fucking kidding me?
She's like, that's it.
I'm done with you. Stop it. Oh god, I know, even the vegetarian is shocked. I knew you were gonna be shocked because we had a conversation about how you missed bacon or like something. Bacon came up in a conversation that around, I think, one of the things that you like miss eating. And I didn't say anything in the moment because I was like, I don't fucking like bacon. It's fucking gross.
It's okay, I get it. I'm super picky here, so I don't like things.
Yeah. Same. Alright, your turn. Next one.
Next one is titled Random.
Random.
Because these were just things I had left over. And
Random.
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 Random. Number one.
Random. Number one.
I can't do the whole thing like that. I'll stress out. Stop it. Okay. First one is I play the ukulele. The second one is I was obsessed with Elvis as a kid. And the third one is I've only ever gotten one real bloody nose.
The first one.
Random.
The first one.
The first one, is that your final answer?
Yes.
The first one is the lie.
Yeah!
And
you
it's
never
funny.
told me that you know how to play the ukulele. You would have told me if you could play the ukulele.
I don't know if I would have, because I have a ukulele. I just have been.
I think you'd have totally told me if you knew how to play the ukulele. That's something that I feel like I'd have known by now. It just like
I would have known.
it was just a feeling. It was just a feeling.
I probably would have
like,
brought it
the
out
first
by
one.
now to like.
Yes, like
sing during our
come
things,
on.
just casually during our talks.
Like, come on.
back
There's
and
no reason why you wouldn't have informed me of
If
it.
you have one.
Would it? Yeah, a cute little ukulele in there,
I
but
just am hesitant to start because I suck at it and I hate when I suck at things. So.
well, you have to suck at it for a little while to get good at it. And don't worry, I also hate sucking at things, and it's part of the reason why it's so hard for me to start doing things because I know I'm gonna suck at it for a while.
I'm just annoyed.
Yeah, I totally get that. I got that one quick. I just had a feeling.
You did. You're like, fuck
Feeling. All right. Last one. Here we go. All right. I tore every tendon in my foot as a kid.
disgusting if that's true. That's unfortunate.
I cracked my head open in about preschool time, and I broke my leg twice.
So that means 2 of these have to be true, and I think that's insane. You need to relax.
Two of these have to be true.
Relax, alright?
2 of these have to be true. You are correct.
I kind of want to believe the preschool one, just because I work with that age group. I've had someone crack their head open and get staples in their head, and so they're just wild. They got no filter.
What if I told you it wasn't my fault?
For cracking your head open?
Yeah. What if I tell you someone else caused it?
Preschoolers, alright?
Yeah.
It's just all you gotta know.
That's all you gotta know.
Little convicts, alright?
Alright.
What was the first one?
I tore every tendon in my foot as a kid. Every single tendon.
In your foot, though? What'd you be doing to do that?
What you be doing, indeed.
You just, put it in a, snowboard, just strap one of them in and just
imagine?
swirl it?
Oh
what are you doing? Good dear lord.
That's so funny. That's so funny. Just purposely trying to tear every single tendon.
This is for the story, right? But also breaking your leg twice. I know once you break something or sprain it once, it kind of gets easier to do it after that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Nick would know. He's broken multiple bones multiple times.
What are you?
Alright, which one is it?
I am gonna say the foot one, just because how many tendons are even in your foot?
A good chunk.
A good chunk.
A good chunk of tendons in that foot.
Got that in there.
We're locking in on the first one?
Yeah.
That's not it. No, the lie is that I broke my leg twice. I've never broken my leg. I've broken my arm. Yeah, I tore every single tendon in my right foot. I still have issues from it sometimes. But yeah, so I was playing on the playground at school. Me and my friends were playing. And we were, at this school, there was, this pathway, and then there was, a hill off to the side. And we were playing on, the pathway. And we were kind of, going up a hill. And we were trotting like a horse. We were doing that. And my foot hit a rock and bent as I was going forward. And all I knew is, next thing I know, it really hurt to walk on it. And so someone helped me along to the nurse's office, and, she sat me down and she was like, all right, try to move your foot, doing all the standard. Well, I could still move my foot. So she goes, there's nothing wrong with you. Go back to class. You'll be okay. Probably sprained. Mind you, I couldn't walk on it. I had to hobble my way back to class. And when I got home, Mom was pissed.
I don't doubt it.
Because the next day I showed up with a cast on my foot, and my mom went into that school, and she looked at the nurse. She was like, how dare you not call me and tell me my kid was fucking injured, basically, something along those lines, and lost her fucking mind on them, because I had to go to the hospital and get a fucking cast on my foot because I tore every single tendon in my foot. And they needed to heal back up together and everything. So, yeah. I tore all the tendons in my foot.
But also, your pain tolerance is pretty high now.
I was a kid then, still.
Kind of high for a child.
That's why I have such a high pain tolerance. I was forced to walk on a foot with every single tendon torn for a couple of hours because my nurse didn't believe me that I was in severe pain. Literally sent me back to class. Which means, and I don't remember the rest of that day, really. I remember, the nurse's office, but I don't remember after getting back to class, me getting to the bus. Me getting on and getting off the bus, and then walking the stretch that I had to walk to get back to my house, because we weren't dropped off right in front of our house. We had to walk through the police department's parking lot to get to our bus stop, because we lived right in front of the police department at the time. And so I would have to walk through their parking lot to get back to my house. I don't remember any of that. I don't remember any of it. I kind of remember when we went to the hospital and like got my foot looked at and everything and got the cast, but like, yeah. it was yeah, not a fun time. I do know that.
No.
Yeah.
Sounds terrible.
And I did crack my head open. My brother, I was in like preschool-ish time. We were living in Maine, but I wasn't in kindergarten yet. I know that. And my brother got a ladder out and like climbed up a ladder, and I basically like climbed up behind him. And ladder got hit, and Kaylee on ladder went backwards onto driveway. And my mom told me I just walked into the house, walked up to her and went, "Mommy, I have a boo-boo," and blood was just gushing down my face.
and you wondered if you had a high pain tolerance as a kid. Are you kidding me?
The doctor, like, apparently, this is from what my mom told me, so, like, I vaguely remember being in the ambulance, because I know she called an ambulance for me to go to the hospital, and then, I don't remember this part, but my mom said when the doctor put the staples in my head, I just looked up at him and said, "When are you gonna do it?" And he just looked at me like, "I'm sorry, what?" I just did. Like, I
did it.
I just did. And I was just like, "Oh, okay."
Okay.
I'm like, "Oh, okay." My mom told me that, and I was like, "Oh, that was a pretty badass kid."
Honestly.
Alright, yeah. So no wonder I have such a high fucking pain tolerance.
You've just been wild since you came out the womb, alright?
Yeah. I haven't broken nearly as much as my husband. My husband has broken many more things than me. I broke my arm, I tore my tendon, and I cracked my head open. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
I got 12 bones broken.
He broke 12 bones.
Sprained 6.
Sprained 6. He was the dangerous child. Yeah. He was very athletic when he was young, so he was like doing a bunch of shit that obviously you're at risk for injuries. And also he's an adventure boy. Always has been.
Yeah, he does go
So
mountain biking, right?
he does go mountain biking, but he didn't go last summer. I'm hoping he'll get out this summer.
Well, the weather was shit last
Yeah.
summer.
Well, yeah, that's why he didn't go out last summer, really. Like, he went out like a couple of times, but he couldn't really do much. So hopefully he'll be able to go out this summer. But yes, he likes to go and ride his bike, and do all of that. So, yeah. Yep, I bought him a bike for that.
That's exciting. I feel like I'm bike,
what?
but honestly, mountain biking.
I'm not a bike gal.
I'm okay with like trail biking, but not mountain biking. I'm just a scared cat, I think. But
Yeah.
I'm not a
It's
fan.
a lot of work, man.
It is.
It
is.
is. We did like a short ride, and I was like, that's it for me. That's about as long as I can do. I was like done and out.
I like it, and I just wish I could. I need to like build up my stamina because I like it so much that my body like gives out before my brain wants to. Like,
Exactly. That's my
doing it.
problem. That's my problem.
So, but
My
once
body gives
I'm
out really quickly.
middle of the summer or something, once I've been doing it a few times, it's a lot better.
Right.
My ass doesn't hurt for 3 days after.
Exactly.
Just
Anyways, we've jabbered on for a few minutes.
Please.
I said a few minutes. It's fine. That's what we do. But that's it. We have done our 2 truths, 1 lie. Hope you guys enjoyed learning those fun little things about us and
Yeah, fun little things.
the shit we got up to. That's gonna do it though. So you guys can. Alright. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, game ideas, because we're on the game episode, so not topic ideas, game ideas. You can hit us up at our email, which is chaosandcatspodcast@gmail.com. We've got Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, which is Chaos and Cats Pod, and YouTube is Chaos and Cats Podcast. I've also listed our personal Instagrams in our descriptions below if you want to follow Laura or I at all. Those are down in the description of the episode. Feel free. We'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.